go to this next topic. This is not actual news. This is me being a conspiracy theorist. Theory time over here. I want to talk about why I feel there might be a silent. I don't know if I want to fully call it beef, but maybe there's a lot of Kobe Jordan early energy between Patrick Mahomes and Caleb Williams, and I say that
Oh, here we
because
go.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, roll with me real quick. This is why. First of all, Patrick Mahomes, 15. He's the best quarterback. He's not the best. He's the best player in football. You know what I'm saying? Let's get very clear. I kind of cringe when I see the comparisons because it's like saying who's the next Jordan, who's the next LeBron, who's the next Steph Curry, who's the next KD. You know what I'm saying? Like those are very, shout out to you, new sub. Those are very slippery slopes. You know what I'm saying? I think if anything, there are some similarities, but here's why. I'm finna pod real quick. This is why I feel like there might be a little beef between these two. You did not see them piece it up in the middle of the field after that Kansas City game. I don't want to hear that he didn't play.
ISO.
I don't. Yeah. I give him with the ISO. You didn't. I don't want to hear he didn't play. I saw Chris Jones on that field. I saw Chris Jones intentionally walk up to him and said, "I love what you're doing, brother. Keep it up." I saw that. I saw the love that Josh Allen showed Caleb twice when they had warm-ups before the game. He came out intentionally to Caleb and said, "Yo, I love, big fan, man. Just I hope you have a great season." And then passed it up again at the end of the game. I saw Mr. Joe Burrow do the same thing 3 times. I saw him do it at camp for the joint practice, and I saw him do it before the game, and I saw him doing it after the game. I'm gonna go even further. When he does his interviews, they asked him who's some of the top 5 quarterbacks. He said he loves Aaron Rodgers. And I love how he separates like, yo, it's the package, but I love Aaron Rodgers.
He loves Matthew Stafford. And Matthew Stafford.
Yes. Matthew Stafford, big Stafford guy. You know what I'm saying? He's named all these other different quarterbacks.
He said Matthew Stafford is probably 1-2 in the NFL.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that there's some, and even when I think my brother asked him after the preseason game against Cincinnati, my brother got the first question. He said, "How do you feel about the Pat Mahomes comparison?" He gave my brother the same look that Pat gave me when I asked him about the Bears not drafting him last year. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Yeah, Pat is Pat with it." But he's like, that nigga, like that's the vibe that I got. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Shane O'Mac said he finally mentioned it in but he even now I felt Maria Taylor was trying to get it out of him to mention Pat, and he was just like, "All right, man, whatever." Yeah, he said Brady. Yeah, this nigga's doing the TB12 thing. He's on a TB12 diet. When he was at Michael Rubin's house, he was talking to Jay-Z and Tom Brady. We haven't heard that. Oh, I reached out to Pat, and you would think maybe that would be something because Ryan Poles drafted him. I'm telling you. There's something to this. I think there's maybe a little bit of a cold war here between these two. Not this actual hate, but I think this might be the kind of Kobe Jordan thing where Kobe will go to Mike and tell him, "I'll bust your ass right now, nigga. Put on them shorts right now." I think it might be that kind of thing. What y'all think about my conspiracy theory? I'm going to go to Bang first.
At first, I was hoping when I saw the rundown, I was hoping that this is not what you was going to say. But man, I don't want to use the term Cold War, but I feel you on the Jordan Kobe assessment. The only reason why I don't want to go that far is because Caleb ain't played in a real NFL game yet.
Right.
But when he do, let me say this. If the Bears get off to the start that I feel like they're gonna get on, the talk is gonna be there. The talk is gonna be there. But the only reason why I'm going to avoid this is because Caleb ain't played in the game yet. But when Caleb, I think it was Shady McCoy, who was the first person that said something might be there.
Yeah.
Because he said, why would he say out of all people, Matthew Stafford is number 2 or a top quarterback when Patrick Mahomes is there. Shady McCoy is the first person that made me go, yeah, why would he think that? So I'm not gonna give it any love. I'm not gonna give it any attention until the Bears go like 5-1 and he's sitting down with Clarissa Thompson on for Amazon
Or
or
Taylor
like
Rooks.
or Taylor Rooks or Kimberly Martin, and they say, so these comparisons with Patrick Mahomes, what do you think? And he avoids it, or how he avoids it, that's when I'll know for sure. I'm going to avoid it for now, though.
Dante, what you think about this, man? Am I on to something, or am I reaching like Giannis right now? What you feeling?
I mean, it's possible. It's possible. It's still early, but like everything you said is true. So I mean, it's one of those things where we've talked about him as a competitor, and we've seen him say how much of a competitive person he is. And so that wouldn't surprise me if it's this guy you keep being compared to, and you're like, no, I kind of think I'm better than him. So I would love it. Like I told you, at this point, I'm 10 toes down with the shit. So
You come a long way, my brother.
I pray. At this point, I want him to be like, I wanted him to actually be an arrogant dickhead and just be great, and then there was nothing we could do about it. But at this point, if he's this, reserved football nerd who is, has a mean streak and don't really give a fuck about what y'all talking about with this Pat Mahomes talk, then I'm all for that. I'm all for that, because I mean, I think we're past the point of trying to get the prototypical quarterback in Chicago. No, we need a guy who's going to be unique. This is a unique situation. We've never had anything. We're not going to go into details about it. We know how this goes, but we've never had it. So it's like, at this point, bring it. I hope that's really who he is, and I hope this shit is true, and I hope we get to the point where when they face off in the Super Bowl and they ask him the question, and he tell people, what y'all gonna see on Sunday.
So cool. Triple double hat trick, I know the code too. Ice trade, go for trade, yeah we cold too. Getting paper on these player haters, old news. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not